Michael, I know it's an old cliche, but it was literally quite a game of two halves today. What was your overall thoughts? We'll start on the first half.
First half was poor, if we're being honest. We sat in, tried to frustrate them. Worked well for the first 10 minutes, kept them at bay, no real shots from distance. And then there was a capitulation there of about 10 to 15 minutes where they've got too many goals. It's as simple as that. We can't point fingers at the young lads because we have to coach them, we have to develop them, make them better. But we were probably poor for about 20 minutes there, where I felt we eased off a lot. And it was goal after goal after goal, which is never good. But the pleasing thing, like you said, Dave, was the second half. We've come out, we've got 2 good goals. Conceded no goals in the second half. And although we're putting on 10 under-20s on a football pitch today at League One level, it can no longer be an excuse, Dave. We're looking to progress. The boys are learning fast. There was some really good performance today within that 5-2 result. So overall, disappointed with the first half, happy with the second.
And even in the first half, although there was a flurry of goals, there was 2 or 3 chances that we did have. You know, on another day, you know, you think that comes off. It's a different first half altogether.
Yeah, and I think the counter-attack was there for all to see. I think it's so important that we've been a pressing team for the last kind of 7-8 games, and it's been getting us a bit of joy, as you know. But today we've asked them to sit back a little bit. And for experienced pros, they can understand that a little bit better and how to counter-attack. But for the younger lads, didn't get the full idea of it, particularly in the first 20 minutes. But we have to look at the positives. The positives are that there were some good performances, individual performances there. We've asked them to do something a little bit unorthodox in the first half, which they didn't get to grips with. But second half, we've gone back to a 4-3-3 and caused them a lot of problems second half.
And you know, at half time, dare I ask, well, what was your words in the dressing room, and what was it that had them coming out all guns blazing, you know, straight away from the off?
Well, the plan was simple, was to frustrate them in the first half and go all out attack second half. The attacking bit, the second half, as you know, went very, very well. Got 2 good goals, maybe could have got a third. But in order for that to happen, to give you the opportunity, you have to go in at 0-0, at least 1-0. Going down 5-0 at half time, it doesn't give you the opportunity then to progress. But the players reacted well. They didn't give up, they didn't give in. And coming back to score 2 goals against a good Hamilton side, Johnston, they're playing very, very, very good football. They play. There's no problems the way they move the ball. Quite hard to play against because they switch the ball so many times. But for this young group at the moment, it's a good idea with that top 1 or 2, Falkirk, Hamilton, the likes of these guys that are full time. A good idea for where the tempo's at for them type of teams, Dave. And that's what I'm looking at these guys. How do you react? Yeah. You've gone a couple of goals down. How do you react after that? And their reaction was good.
Yeah. And then the goals that came, they weren't just your tap ins, or they were pretty clinical goals. Are you happy with the response from Uzi since he's come back into the team?
Yeah, Uzi's been fantastic. I'm delighted to have him back first and foremost. That's 2 goals in 2 games he's got. I know he's been out for a few months. If that's the kind of form he's showing now, Dave, and he's been out for, I think it's 5 months.
5 months, yeah.
It's phenomenal. His fitness levels are fantastic. I'm looking forward to working with him and developing him. And I think we also have to give a mention to Robbie Mann today. That was his last game for us. Yeah. I think we need to thank Motherwell for allowing us to have him, because I think right now there's no other player in League One in Scottish football that has the stats he's got in the last 8 or 9 games. It's phenomenal for a wide player. Gutted that he's gone, if I'm being honest.
I think we all are.
But really pleased for him at the same time. And he knows there's always a place here from David wants to come back.
So we look on to Alloa next week, and look, the last game of the year, we've got 2023 now out of the way. You'll be looking to start 2024 with a bang?
Yeah, I think that the important factor for the whole football club now is that we've had a lot of external noise in the past kind of 3-4 weeks, and I think it's now time to settle down, start coaching the players more, developing the young players better, and hopefully we get 3 or 4 new Robbie Manns coming out in the next group. And I know that the Premier League guys and Championship teams that are loaning us these players, I think now there's proof now and evidence and fact that when we're getting these guys in, we are making them better football players.
That's great. Thanks, Michael.
Thanks, guys.